They didn't realize there's live shells in here.
Oh yeah. Lobsters love it, crayfish love it.
There's one.
The way this all started is, we submitted for a Fish America Foundation grant, and we got it this year to help, with habitat. We've been doing stuff down at Tim's Ford, Normandy, Woods for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, our director, your director, Bobby Wilson said, "Hey, we've got a grant. We need somebody to put in for. We're going to, try it." So we submitted for the Fish America Foundation grant. We got that. We got the AFCO grant. And originally we were going to do just, stake beds and go around and do habitat stuff and have the youngins, all the high school kids pick up the shoreline like we normally do on Priest and Kentucky Lake and a couple other places. And about 2 weeks ago, Bass Nation, I've got a really good source for the telephone post for the new fishing piers that Teddy's putting in here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I drove some up here to him, and we got looking. I said, "There's about 800 tires out here."
Yeah.
And I said, Ted, are we trying to remove those? And he said, "Yeah, it's sort of slow." I said, "You know what? We're going to fix that." So what we've done is, in addition to picking up the shoreline, which the kids did that first thing this morning when we got here, as we were getting things set up, they picked up all the trash off the shoreline, and then Lance Lanham with Grade A Construction, he'd volunteered to bring down a tracked skid steer, so we're not tearing everything up, to help us drag all that stuff out. Well, we're in the middle of dragging it all out. Our Bass Nation kids have actually found out a pretty good lesson today. 50 years ago, this was a great idea.
Yeah.
We all got into doing it. We did it all over the country. All the fisheries guys did it. We figured out it ain't such a great idea. Now we're cleaning up. We're pulling them out. We're cleaning them all up and looking at them. And one of the things that has happened today is our Bass Nation kids have found out that, hey, there is actual live oysters, freshwater oysters and mussels and Priest. And they're like, wait a minute, where did these come from?
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. So they found that. And, there's little ones here found bluegills and everything else. And crayfish. And they're looking at the colors of them. And Ted Alferman, has been great with fisheries. We've talked to all of them. We all fish from boats. When we fish Bass Nation, we got our tournaments and all that stuff. So we fish from boats. This is an area where you don't have to have a boat to come fish. You can wade this, you can fish off the fishing piers that the guys are building out here, and just bring the family down and have a nice time in a nice clean environment now. And we're taking all the bad stuff out of here and putting good stuff back in. Ted, I don't know if he put them in yet or not, but we had some spawning boxes we made for bluegill with pea gravel and that stuff in, and we're going to put it outside of the fishing piers. We thought it was going to take us about 3 days. I think this is actually going to take us about 1.
Amazing how that works.
Yeah, amazing when you got a lot of the help. I know you've been around, filming a lot of the kids and stuff and filming how they're putting the stake beds in. It's amazing when you got the right equipment. I've got boat captains like Lance that own companies that, hey, I've got a skid steer. Can we get permission to use it? It's a phone call. We say, yeah, as long as we're not going to tear stuff up. And we turn it back to its natural state.